Caribbean. Yeah. Yes, bounce to this. I'm just a black man title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And what you figure, Mr. Man, while you kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat. You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, past sinful acts. Be very nimble, jack, or Jill will get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not the idle cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled brats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah, we need some 3 parts on this, man. I can't carry my boys at chorus. Come on, line up. Yo, we need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you can work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Into the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis. And I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near to you. Far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew. Heavily until the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week. Intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So do the knowledge, that means hold your head. Let the past stay dead and keep a level head. And don't be misled. Remember most of what I said. I'm hot like the times in a rock, but you got us hot from working on your block. By the end of the night, how deep this music is. What does it profit the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. Stop fronting, yo. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Mike's handed, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demand it. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media planned it. I blow flows on beaches and make you wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more times in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known as Big Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could be your bro if you could get the concept. There'd be many that stand whenever I rip, but it's devastation whenever I rip. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits, straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz. Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. Ancient Chinese secret now. Yes. Did you not pay attention in your history class? Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up, son. It is written that there's nothing new under the sun, nothing new. And that the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So take your position. Don't you know you are part of that scripture, yo?
It goes up underneath, and then this goes around. So it goes up in here, but I'm not putting it in.
Yes, but we gonna bring the light, yeah. A Max P production, baby. You know what it is. Listen, I'm known to tell you to fight back. There's no need to sell crack just to live fat. Why don't black superstars simply give back when they know it's a struggle just to live black? Can you picture that, Mr. Aristocrat? I'm coming from the bottom, rising to the top, and conscious is the tone on the CDs I drop. I won't flip-flop like a black bass, but I will put a message in the song before I hook your ass. See, we first class living, worse than slaves of the earlier days, and we adapted the ways of the slave master. I stand upon it, the very rock which put your people in bondage just to get 100. The big face kind, and it don't matter if it's making people lose their freaking mind. That's why I'm speaking mine. Hopefully they change yours to pull you out of these streets from these drugs and strange whores. Huh.
That's just the hook right there.
It's like we died inside, no longer having pride. We're still for rides, a new skill to hide. And like the red tide, go and get our heads dyed. Rebel against the laws in the cities we reside. Sleep the circumstance, though our eyes open wide. Fail to coexist, let alone coincide. Eat chicken many ways, but prefer it fried. Like your man on death row when his relatives cried. It's death a mistake because
the difference
somebody lied. And we can
from
only
airsoft
pray
to
that
this?
Christ by his side. Convicted on the statement implied with no proof. Now will the warden cry?
One's plastic and thin, one's Kevlar and thick. Kevlar and thick. Thin and plastic. Kevlar. Alright, that's the difference. Alright? Stay on there something. That's the difference. Gotta run out.
Seeing that I feel like I'm a slave, maybe slave. Yo, man, you made a serious mistake, slave. What you handle me, homie? Slave to the system. Yeah, sound like a winner right there. Come on. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folks free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folks free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folks free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folks free. Hold up a minute, fam, let me ask you this. Did your last promotion offer you an ass to kiss? Hashtag for this. I know a better way, a minute, honest plea. Wonder why you bastard shit. Your heart's got to be right to make you from here. For animosity and hate, you can place it here. No time for pity. We partying all the way, no time.
That's good. Let's go ahead and get it in. So I gotta run out too. How the kids are playing. It's getting a little cool out there. It was at 83 and it dropped down to 68 degrees, 70 degrees, which it still feels good. I was outside like this and I like the cool. So I know, Ronald, where you at, I know it's warm, right? Even though we're getting snow and y'all see the, oh my goodness, somebody shared a video and I said, nah, that can't be real. Y'all see the water spouts, the water tornadoes? Like, when I was in the Navy, we used to see like 8 to 12 of them at a time, like all in different places. We're talking about they last pretty good long too. These ones was close to land. These was a little, this is some real crazy looking stuff that I was looking at. I don't know if y'all see it, but you know, hey, young baby girl Slaughter, got you, gotcha. It's cloudy, windy, and chilly today. It got a little warm up here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Snoop, what's up, love? That's right, y'all. That's my woman. I'm a little twisted. Anyway, let's go ahead and I want to get the reading in. I got to run out. I'm sitting there saying don't do it. Today is Samurai Shogun Assassin Day. But it's got to run out. It ain't going to be long. Just out, dead of that, come back. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into Exposing the Expositions, 1851 to 1915. This is the revised 2021 Exposition from his 2019 by Hunter Mikowski. And we're going to get right into it. And y'all know that's the Court of Honors, Shalagwa. Oh, one more thing. During that speech, you know, Biden talking about, I was a Second Amendment lawyer for 12 years. I taught Second Amendment. That fool don't know the first thing. That's not Biden, y'all. But that fool don't know nothing about the Constitution. He didn't, all that stuff they was talking about, it sounded like he was campaigning. That was supposed to be addressed State of the Union with ongoing affairs. That was nothing to do with the goddamn Second Amendment, nothing. He ain't going to touch it. And we don't give a damn about all your puppets and cronies and all them things that think everything's ready to happen. Don't give a damn about it, especially all start darkness. Heirs to the damn land. Motherfucker, we've been in war nonstop. And that's bottom line. That's all I got to say there. Edge. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Sure, I got my pen here. I broke up my eraser pen here. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the Camaro eraser stripe pen out. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Yesterday we were talking about the Ferris wheel, blah blah blah. Then I showed y'all Ben, the big clock, the fact that we rebuilt the things that we built. Okay, we're in Congress now. What were called the Congresses were very popular. They were not held at the fairgrounds per se, but in a building at Grand Park, okay, with seating for 3,000 people. They were basically 2 or 3 week long lecture sessions, each on a special subject such as finance, health, women's issues, railroads, history, folklore, science, philosophy, peace, psychology, or religion. The first series to open was on women's progress on May 15th, 1893. Now, the segment that has gained the most notoriety was called the Parliament of the World's Religions and ran from September 11th to September 27th. It is claimed to be the first gathering of representatives of all the major religious traditions from the West and East Theosophical Society. I told y'all to look into it because religions didn't exist. It's all a lie. Okay? Excuse me. Was religions and ran from September 11th to September 27th. Indoctrination. It is claimed to be the first gathering of representatives of all the major religious traditions from the West and East. Here one could hear not just Christian lectures, but Buddhist, Taoist, Islamic, or Hindu. For most Americans, it would be the first time these non-Christian religions could have been encountered. There's a reason, because they weren't real. The true people of these lands knew everybody on all of Earth before China, Japan, and all those fictional places became the places they are. And so it took about a century for indoctrination once they conquered the lands. Dr. Barrows remarked, "It's religion. Great part in human history can be impressively told. Its achievements can be narrated. Its vast influence over art, ethics, education, liberty can be set forth. Its present condition can be indicated. Its missionary activities can be described. And best of all, the spirit of mutual love, of cosmopolitan fraternity can be disclosed and augmented." That means change. An enemy that is hidden can do all kinds of things when you're unaware. While most of the speeches were about the wonders of following their own faith, some used it as a platform to attack the present world order, such as one Hindu monk who claimed, "We have been told to accept Christianity," he said, "because Christian nations are prosperous. We look at England, the richest Christian nation of the world. Why is she rich and prosperous? Because she has her foot upon the neck of 250,000 Asiatics. We read history and we see everywhere that Christianity has conquered prosperity by cutting the throats of its followers. At such a price, the Hindu will have none of it. I would have been curious to have been there to see the audience's response, and I believe his point was not to attack the foundation of the Christian religion, only to attack those who are operating nations under its name, just like the Zionists under Judaism. Such a people they implore are fake, because we would never stand for such, and we would never go forward with the crap that is going on. A very interesting speaker who I would have loved to have heard was Mary C. Collins, called Winona by the Sioux Indians. She lived for many years with Sitting Bull on the prairie, and stated in Bancroft's book that she had gone back and forth among them by day and night without meeting with a discourteous word or look, claiming for the Sioux a nobility of character which the world does not seem willing to accord. Even to have the complete transcript of her talk would be a gift for the world right now. Add who the exposed inspired. And we're not going to get into that because it was not allowed, because the original Sue, which I have a ton of pictures, was. For you so-called new identity thieves, Sioux Indians, feel how you want. I really don't give a damn. You need to go to your fake governor, your fake government, and everybody been forking over stuff. Because they didn't. They don't even know how to take the money and build a city themselves. They had to destroy ours, backstabbing with people coming off of here. They use them to dig up the trains and dig gold and work with us. We made some half-breeds, and then they turned around and slaughtered them after they helped them to come here and fight us. That's the whole narrative. And then they give the ones that are left a handful. We're going to put you on reservations, a whole bunch of dry dirt. We're going to give you some homes and stuff. You're under our guys. Your hospitals be ran by our government, and you can't say nothing. And at the drop of a hat in the 40s or 50s, we're going to drop meth off, and we're going to say, try this out and give it to your medicines. And we're going to keep experimenting on you, even though you help us conquer this land. They didn't really conquer nothing. They conquered you by the books and religion. Let's go ahead and get into the heaven bearers. The Great Reset of 1834 and the mud flood. They're saying, hey, either you accept the reality of truth or you stay stuck in the mire of lies. I don't care. There are many Native Americans who have realized this. They've been living a lie. They went to their grandmothers, and their grandmothers admitted to them. We weren't supposed to say nothing, but the way things are looking, that's just pure ignorance. Not all of them do it, and a lot of them are dead. So who's the whole? The sins of the father are going to befall the children. One way or the other, it doesn't matter. A lot of people think in religious dichotomy because of these zealots out here pushing this narrative of theosophy. Oh, the sins of the father, like, oh, he can burn in hell and blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but the way it's painted. What I am saying is there's a correction that has to happen. We can't omit and condemn everybody. It's not everybody's fault. It's but a group, those who conspired. And though there were those who utilized their own offspring, believing that they would be safe, not knowing the purpose of those individuals who allowed them to subscribe into it, well. Either they wake up and get on the right side of things, or they stay there in this fake wokeism, which was also created by the same people that created conspiracy theorists and theory, and nobody could wake up out of that coma and realize exactly what was happening. Heaven Bearers, The Great Reset of 1834 and the Mud Flood by Janine Helen. There goes our beautiful little light sister right there in South Africa. She's not there now, but I'm saying. Okay, I hope y'all looked at the picture and then researched the background. Okay. Cliffhanger. Marcus Williams. Appreciate that donation, beloved. I didn't look to see if anybody else donated, so I'm just going to... I didn't even know today was Friday, y'all. So I know we're not going to order no more books today. I'm not going to go out my way to spend a couple $100 either, so... like I said, I ordered books. I'm going to go with somebody at the post office, see if anything else. They usually put stuff in there after 4 o'clock. Don't even ask why. They got somebody in there doing a Thorazine shuffle. Maybe they were described and told, put that mail in after. We don't want him picking it up today. We're going to see if he lasts the weekend, whatever. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do this. As you should be, Cassiel. Now you remember, I'm pick up where we left off at, okay? But I'm going to express. Remember, she knows what he is trying to say, and she was supposed to be his, all right? So Cassiel was the one that she realized has some little power or whatever, was supposed to be who was she supposed to have been with. But we'll clear it up in a little bit. As you should be, Cassiel. She goes silent and cold, and her eyes lose that sparkle. I hated him for some time, and then one day I didn't. I didn't make the conscious decision at the time to marry him. She's talking about Malcolm. I did as I was told, and quite frankly, I didn't know any better because she was raised in a home, as a youngling, in one of those foundling homes, where they were conditioned to say, you're going to get this man, you're going to marry, you're going to make babies, and that's it. That's the condition that the people are under right now. You dig it? Okay, good. I'm going to clear that out of the way. The wind picks up and then immediately dies down again, and her eyes turn bright blue. You know, they can feel emotions just like us, she replies nonchalantly, and then begins to smile. They are not all that different from us, you know. I mean, technically, they are half us. We have no right to hate them. Her reply makes perfect sense, and Castiel looks at her surprised and doesn't believe what she is telling him. He is my destiny, and no one will change that. With time, you and your people will come to terms with that somehow. She gives him a small smile, but her statement is a warning to him. They continue to walk in silence until she stops abruptly and pulls him to the side. I have been having these dreams, vivid dreams. It was like I was there when the heaven bearers took over Earth. I saw what they did, how they slaughtered our people. Worse, I could literally feel the pain and suffering. Fear was everywhere. It was unbearable. He listens carefully, but brushes off what she says as a mere nightmare and carries on walking. Bonnie remains where she is, and he eventually realizes that this and stops, still facing forward. Bonnie, you are a child, barely a year old. You couldn't possibly remember. Except I do, as she interrupts him. I remember my mom picking flowers with my sister. Cassidy and I remember my father. I remember the mud flood. I remember them well. He pricks up his ears and the sound of the word mud flood, at the sound of the word mud flood, and interrupts her immediately. What do you know about the mud flood? He barks, and she can see the mere mention of it makes him angry. He is suddenly filled with hate, and she flinches slightly. I know that I caused it somehow. She snaps back at him and shows him he can't intimidate her. I don't know how, but they were going after my mother, and she was screaming, and I tried to help. And then I did something. I saw how the sand particles started to lift off of the ground in slow motion, and it started to rain, and it didn't stop raining. Cassio turns around to face her, and he is trying to process what she is telling him. It can't be, he tells himself, but he knows she is powerful, and he can't automatically dismiss what she is claiming, not after experiencing what she did earlier. Who have you told about this? He asks, and postures himself like this is classified information. She shrugs. Excuse me, it does. Malcolm knows, of course, but I haven't shouted it from the rooftops. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me. I haven't shouted it from the rooftops for the earth to hear. I think Azrael knows. That is why he is after me now. He was under the impression I was dead. I don't know why he thought this. What? His eyes glimmer with shock, and he grabs her by the shoulders. Bonnie, you do know who Azrael is, don't you? His posture changes suddenly, and he takes her in his arms. Yes, of course. Why? She is pushing him away from her, but he locks eyes with her, hoping this is his way in. And ain't we something else? Well, we think everybody's gullible, and they're just going at the moment because the pain and suffering is going to just jump on us. Oh, it would be nice, but no, it's not how it works. Anyway. Yes, of course. Why? She is pushing him away from her, but he locks eyes with her, hoping this is his way in, his way to get her to finally want him. That thing, Malcolm, he is Azrael's son. Did you know that? He is suddenly angry and happy at the same time, and his demeanor makes her angry. Tell me, how do you think your husband would feel if we killed his creator, his father? He asks excitedly, and he wants to kiss her. She starts to laugh sarcastically, this moment, at how pathetic he is behaving. I guess we will have to ask him, but I am sure King Finn would very much like his body back. She responds, and he lets go of her immediately. Her response surprises her. Her response surprises him, just as much as it does him. Surprises herself just as much as it does him, excuse me. And she is amazed by what she suddenly knows. What did you just say? Cassiel is angry. You ought to be careful how you talk about the king. Relax, Cassiel. He is my uncle, in case you forgot. I can feel him. He is still here. Not all of the hosts give up and die. King Fen is still fighting to get rid of Azrael, which will be to our advantage soon, she replies, and is distracted by movement. There is a woman staring at them just above the hill. She is trying to eavesdrop, and Bonnie looks over at her. Who is that woman over there? That is your sister. Now go say hello. He orders her with a smile and walks back towards the settlement with his hands in his pockets and his head held down. Bonnie told him a lot that he didn't want to hear, and it will take some time for him to process all of this new information and truly understand what it is that he is supposed to do. He bears a great burden. He is the leader of almost 100,000 people, all of whom look to him for guidance, their safety and survival. Bonnie watches him walk away from her, and for a brief moment, she wonders what life would have been like had destiny prevailed. She thinks about the vision Azrael showed her of Tartaria and her wedding day, the day she was supposed to marry Cassiel. She knows he would have been good to her, but she can't bear the thought of not having Malcolm in her life. He done ravished her anyway. She squints her eyes and searches for Malcolm down the hill in the settlement. She wants to know what is he doing. Her eyes scan the settlement quickly, pacing through all the people and the makeshift homes, scattered all over the place. The people are hungry and tired. There are holes in their clothing. They are dirty and poor. Sounds like somebody after the Civil War, after being persecuted. Unable to gather themselves together after being all over the place from the war. Doesn't that sound familiar? They are refugees with nowhere to go, and it makes her blood boil with anger. She can hear babies crying, and she thinks about Emil and Amelia, and starts to look for them frantically. She hears happy laughter and that voice, and she follows it. Malcolm and Henry are seated at a small wooden table eating some deer stew and are deep in conversation. She doesn't bother listening to what they are talking about. She is merely content that they are getting along, and she can hear her babies breathing softly in a small crib beside Malcolm. She closes her eyes and lets the moment of contentment fill her veins, then turns around and prepares to meet her beloved sister. Excuse for the little fraction. I had gas, y'all, and sometimes when I want to burp, gas burp, right? I it interrupts, and I'm like fighting it back. I'm not gonna drink no beet sugar soda, ginger ale, and go bah. No, it's not gonna happen. We're on chapter 18 next, okay, guys? Now it's getting feisty, as you can see, but it's gonna get real feisty. I mean, real feisty. Okay. So again, appreciate y'all taking the time to repeat us. What's going on? What's going on, beloved? I got you. I hope y'all enjoyed that reading. You know, she appreciate it. Behind Baby Girl Slaughter. It's good to have you here, beloved. It's good to have you here. I hope y'all enjoyed that reading. I got to run out. I'm not going to be out there long. Let's check the mail. I hate going to Safeway because I feel like I'm walking around most the sickest people. Like the flu is, I'm not fearful of it. I'm just saying. I had that little spell and it passed because I did what I had to do. And I did a few other things. But run out here and I shall return. And if anything pops up, I might just upload a video or come on and say a little something. The Baptist preacher converting to Islam. Well, about time. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for taking the time. Maybe we'll get some more of these books I've donated next week. And who knows? You know, it sounds like the king got... yeah. Well, right now, it's like Biden and a whole lot of folk. There's something else in there in costume. If not, you know what I mean? And occupying a space, body snatchers. You know, that didn't just happen. That movie, If y'all want to watch it, watch it. It didn't just, or both of them. I think there's 2 or 3 different ones. It didn't just happen by chance. Just like Soylent Green, Omega Man, and all that. That did not happen by chance. Okay. Anyway, I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to me banter on and ramble on. Oh my God! If it would just come out in one big raw. I know it's like Lex Will, burp everywhere. I'm not attempting to be that. It's natural. Let me get used to it. But for the new subscribers, welcome to the clan, to the tribe. And for those of you who are here, share this. And for those who are watching, if you don't mind, like and share. Even though my other channel is pretty much a 2A channel, please go to my other channel and subscribe. I am going to be uploading a lot of videos over there. I decided that some of the shooting videos I have, stuff like that, I'm going to upload over there. Just certain breakdowns. It's not about me wanting to get monetized over there. It's not at all. I don't even think I'm going to put it in for it because you got to go through AdSense, do all this blah, 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 and copy and paste. So it's probably just going to be showing y'all how to zero a rifle in. It'll be uploaded videos. They will be videos I will not keep. This phone doesn't have a memory card. My tablet doesn't have a memory card. They say they do, but they don't. At least not ones you can access. The GoPro, I'm not even gonna set that up. I'll use that if things clear over, which I don't believe they are. But I'm just gonna make sure I have plenty of space. I have a lot of junk on here. I can probably get rid of like 30 more gigabytes on here easily. And I'll make the videos 20 minutes, 15 minutes, make some shorts, and I'll upload them, with fun little voices, this, that, and the other, just to let y'all know. And I will, every week, I said I was going to do it on here. I said every week I'll make sure to quote the Constitution, the preambles and all that, and go through the Bill of Rights on just like little 10, 15-minute videos. Well, don't worry, we're going to get into Behold the Pale Horse, William Cooper, and finish that all up. But things I think just take precedence over that. All right. So reptilians are big on symbolism. Eagle, the black eye, and watch the lips, cover one eye. That's a whole lot, baby. We can do that for a podcast. Max B, what's going on, beloved? We the people. Oh, that's right. You got dang right. You got that right. Well, yeah. I got one eye bigger than the other. Proportionate to everybody's a little change. I know what you're saying, babe. Let's not do that. Okay. Let's not talk about them things. Okay. I know what you're saying, especially based upon the reading. I can dig it. Let's just not do it. Yeah, unfortunately, y'all never got to see one. All right. You can only take word from other people who have no problem with admitting that they've seen some things, like myself. All right. I've been trying to call my buddy in Chicago, but he ain't been answering, so I hope he's all right up over there. He's one of them guys that when he get angry, he forget everything and he goes, and he's all right. Somebody already reached out to me. So anyway, appreciate it. It's number love. And like I said, mind your business. But be aware that everything around you is your business. You dig what I'm saying? Do what y'all later. If y'all not following Baby Girl Slaughter, I think her name is it's on Facebook is Nisi. All right, I call her Baby Girl. So to me, it's 2 different kinds of baby girls. So it's my boo, Mio Moore, and then there's Baby Girl Slaughter. Let me make sure I say it correctly. Why are all these sisters on Facebook with their ass facing? They just caught up in this thing. All of them. Just stop doing it. They're married. They got boyfriends and this, that, and other, but they always got on some yoga pants with their ass facing the thing. I'm not trying to badmouth my beloved people, but God, dog, man, just stop it. And there's some of this indigenous sisters too. Like, come on, be smarter than that. Oh my goodness. Oh, it just zipped right back to the beginning, huh? That's just so wrong. Anyway, let me out. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, some people are so funny. Yeah. Oh, it keeps zipping back like that. Why does it do that? What's going on here? And Flavor Flav, sit your old goofy ass down. Trying to be like, man, you was not there no more, bro. Just sit your goofy ass down, man. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not trying to talk bad and stuff. I'm not I'm not tempted to talk bad. I'm just saying. Some people, man, you just don't get it. I just don't get it. Oh, them grandbabies. Anyway, that was 6 hours ago. I don't know. I call you Baby Girl Slaughter. What's your name again? What's your name on YouTube and TikTok? I'm saying the name all wrong. And see, I don't like doing that. My apologies for doing that. But I have you right here. I was just going to pull you up and see your name the way it should be said. It's Niece Denise. Or Niece Denise. That's what it is. My apologies. So I didn't want to say it wrong, okay? But Baby Girl Slaughter on Facebook. She does readings. She does it on TikTok, I believe, too. Instagram. Go ahead and subscribe to her channels, okay? I got it. Okay, thank you. I got it. Let me. That's what we got to do. Sometimes a little pressure is all we need. Everybody. Oh, you already know, sis. It's all right. They're gonna say, yes, they are. Anyway, let me get out of here. I'll be back because I want to sit down and get into my Lone Wolf and Cub, Shogun Assassin. I got them all right there. All of them. There's 6. I only got 5. I need number 6. But anyway, I ain't worried about it because I seen it. Anyway, love you guys. And I'll get with y'all. All right. Yes, she reads very well. Very well read. And she's reading Jamil Samsi's book, which we are going to set up a podcast. We'll work that out. We're not in a rush. And I'm going to break that book down. It's phenomenal. And it's going to be a great thing. All right. Appreciate y'all. See y'all here a little bit. Because I got about 4 videos I want to upload.